Hello, everyone. Welcome to Feel Better Friday. Let's put this down somewhere. I hope. Put down. Okay. Now let's go into the chat. I'm doing a little better than yesterday, that's for sure. Thank you for asking. Hi, Stephen. Could you do me a big favor? And, oh, did I not copy it? I might not have copied it. Okay, I'm gonna go back and do that then. Link copied. Hang on. Oh, it's just not, it just doesn't want me to paste it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi guys! Welcome back to Feel Better Friday. Today we are playing Boba Stand, and if admin abuse starts again, because it seems to start every hour, we will do something else. Because it's just too chaotic for me. It's very overstimulating. But we will get right into it, we're not gonna lie. Did I not... I definitely bought auto collect. I don't know what I'm doing with this accent. It's not very good, is it? Okay. Before we start, everybody give me a scale of 1 to 10. How we're doing. Oh good. Kenzie's here. I get rewards. Why does my voice sound so what? It's almost like this is a fake accent. I look sick? Oh, that's such an insult. That wasn't necessary. What if I don't want to? What if this is my new thing? What if this is my new voice? What then? What will you do? Good morning. You got roller skates. I'm happy for you. Okay, I'll stop the accent. You don't support Roblox? What are we even doing? Sometimes I hate us. Why don't you support Roblox? The accent was upsetting. I'm sorry. If you're scared of change, I apologize. Me too. When I come on here for comfort, if I watch Quinn's streams for comfort and she's doing something different, then I get upset too. It's okay. I was British for fun. I'm actually gonna play a different game. I blocked a guy from another country because he was probably being crappy. And now I'm getting death threats. I know what to do. It's just scary. Okay. I'm sorry. And we're here if you need any help. Posture check. Fuck you, Wonky. But thank you. You're awesome sauce. Does there being more caught mean that there are more, or does it mean that they're doing a better job of catching them? Because if they're doing a better job of catching them, I feel like you should support Roblox. Sub? Thank you for the sub, Steven! When will you wife up Quinn? It'll be a few years yet. Neither of our brains are even close to being fully developed. Like, I have at least 5 years of not fully developed brain. And because I'm neurodivergent, it could be even longer. So we're gonna wait until we at least have a better idea of who we're gonna be as real adults before that. And we're gonna be responsible with it, even if we love looking at rings now. Oh wow. I wonder why they got banned. Yeah. Will we ever move in together? Yeah. We'll move in together before we're married. My whole friend group is straight and homophobic, and they always make comments at me, but I can't leave them because I'll be alone at school, so I don't really know what to do. Wouldn't you rather be alone than marginalized on purpose? Like, this happened to me too. I've been in your exact position multiple times. It is better to be completely alone, or at least try to find other people, than to feel like you're always fighting for a place. Like, seriously? Make more friends and be picky. Last night was the worst night of my life. I couldn't stop crying. I was hyperventilating twice. I ended up crying myself to sleep. I'm so sorry. I don't know who you are, but I'm sorry and I love you. And I'm glad you're here now. And I'm glad that night is over. I don't know what happened, but I'm hopeful that it won't happen again. You are a human being that is deserving of love if it's about that. When I bring up what bothers me, they twist it as if their mean actions were my fault. So that means you need to drop them immediately. If they are friends, drop them. If they are your parents, call it out. My dog recently passed, and I've been so sad for a while. And my mom thinks I'm overreacting because it's been a week since he passed, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's not overreacting. Taking over a week to get over one of your best friends of, like, what? At least 8 years? That's insane, and I'm so sorry. For Pepsi or Cola? Neither. I'm gonna be totally honest, the only soda I like, even moderately, is root beer. I'm just not a soda person. Carbonated things, I don't like them. Sometimes I stir out fizz from things. I'm gonna get this little thing away. There we go. Somebody at my old school got scammed. Anyways. You think you know of everyone who has a crush on you? Probably not. Just because that's the nature of being online. Somebody new tends to tell me pretty often. Not to brag or anything. No, I'm kidding. A lot more people tell Quinn that, and it's kind of funny. When you get known to a certain extent on social media... When I met her, I was like, people confess they like you all the time? What do you do with this information? She was like, somebody who emails you once. It's like, yeah. Sometimes, apparently, they just wanted rejection so that they could move on. And that was crazy. And she was like 16 at the time, having to reject full-grown adults. Like, and by adults, I mean like 30-year-olds. It's crazy. Probably. Who's gonna be like, that's a Pinterest drawing that doesn't even look like you? It is creepy as fuck. Well, Quinn has always been a victim of that. Like, when she was 15, even women, when she was 15, she had this, like, 19-year-old woman who would send her videos of, like... I can't even say. But... thinking about Quinn is all I can tell you. It's disgusting. And she was, like, freshly 15. It's person was at least 19. Gross. Also, who does that? Like, genuinely, who... Like, I thought women were better than that. Like, there's... It's not even... It is about the age 100%. But it's also... Who sends videos of themselves doing that to anyone? Like... Ew. You'd love to get your hands on these people? Me too. Okay. My mom tried talking... Wait, oh no. I tried talking with my mom for 100th time. It does not work. She still can't accept that I'm not a copy of her, or that I am introverted, or anything about how I actually am. I think your mom has a lot of unresolved trauma. I think you could ask questions. Like, I know it doesn't work, but if you were going to try again... Yeah, you can ride. Hang on. Get down here. If you were going to talk to her again, ask questions like, why do you think that I need to be exactly like you, you know? Like, why is that important to you? I think that might help because you have to make her confront those things about herself before she's ready to change them, you know? The first step is admitting there's an issue. We're gonna get our game and started playing it and didn't stop, and now her Toothless is better than mine because she started grinding this game, and I'm so upset. Adopt Me had an update. I never played Adopt Me. Is it good? Like, I hear a bunch of people reference it as just the Roblox game, but like... You know what we should play again? 99 Nights. That's what we should do at some point. It used to be good. Gray coming out of nowhere with Roblox opinions. I love it. Okay. This girl in my friend group thinks it's cool to be mean to everyone and poke fun at others, but the second you say something back to her, she can't handle it. She leaves the group chat every day. Oh my god, this is so dramatic. She leaves the group chat every day because we make her mad, and I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't seriously like her. She name calls all the time. I'm just gonna sigh for a minute because I'm remembering this in my own life because everyone knows someone like this and it's awful. There's something wrong that happens to some people, and I don't know what it is yet, that makes them like this. Either they are... Okay, I can't tell if it's a developmental issue, where they are just behind in empathy development, behind everyone else in their grade, which is very likely, or if it's some, like, attention-based trauma from when they were younger. Either way, they need to be explained to that it's a two-way street. Like, if you can't handle it, you can't dish it. Your Toothless bodies got deleted? Aw. I don't think I have depression, but I get these, like, episode things where I feel so sad for maybe weeks or months, and I don't know what it could be. That sounds like depression. And if it's about something sickness, you also might have seasonal depression. So, like, if you're noticing, like, every year for 3 months I get depressed, do I have depression? No, it's seasonal. But if it doesn't have, like, a cause, it's a disorder. But I'm not gonna diagnose you. Go talk to a mental health professional. Game name, How to Train Your Dragon. Hey. Get my foraging. Look, it's at level 69. My girlfriend is struggling really bad with anxiety and panic attacks, and I don't know how to support her with it. Ask. That was my biggest mistake with Quinn. She had panic attacks all the time. Still does. But they used to be even worse when I first met her. And I didn't know how to support her. So I was just trial and erroring through our friendship. And it wasn't working because what I guessed every time was usually not what she needed. Because she needed, like, either she needed to be, like, reassured, or she needed space. And I would usually guess the wrong one. And I was like, I feel like I can't win. Like, I know this is a lot harder for you when you have a panic attack, but I feel like I can't win because all the time I'm trying to comfort you, and nothing I do ever seems to work. She's like, you never ask. And this wasn't an argument, we were just talking. And I was like, you're right, I don't. Maybe I should. And so I started asking every time I knew she needed something, what she needed. And if she says, I don't know, she doesn't know. But if she knows, like, I need space, she tells me. And I can give her that. Or I need reassurance, she tells me, and I can give her that. And I'm getting better at knowing ahead of time now, because through asking, I'm learning about the different signs of what she needs, you know? So please just ask your partner what they need. Guessing and checking, you can't be expected to be a mind reader. Any partner that wants you to be that is just having read too many books. My parents forced me to go to school that I don't want to study and study something I don't want. The Bulgarian school system is bad as it is. And when I told them that I hate it and had a breakdown, Mom just acted like I wasn't there, and Dad said I was too old to have anxiety. There are 80-year-olds with anxiety disorders. What do you mean too old to have anxiety? Where do they think the cutoff is for having anxiety? Like, once you turn 18, you're too grown to have issues? To have a problem with anything? People are controlling your life. You're gonna have anxiety. I'm so sorry. Best advice for somebody struggling? You're just gonna have to be a little more specific. Because struggling with what? My best advice for struggling in general is therapy. Exactly, you can't have anxiety as a child or as an adult? Wow. My worst nightmare is being a parent that thinks they know everything. And then making my kid feel stupid or invalidated because I think I know everything. If your kid tells you they have a mental health problem, even if they are wrong about which mental health problem, odds are that they have a mental health problem, and it's worth looking into. Why would you not want to do that? Like, I'll never have such a fragile ego as a parent that becomes a thing. No, you don't have anxiety. You just don't want to go to school. Why might this kid not want to go to school? Because they have anxiety. Just the amount of stopping thinking happens way too soon. Forgive my intermittent yogurt consumption. Okay. Today was a really shit day at school because I was close to knock out someone. Okay, we're not gonna talk about committing violence in these, okay? If it happened to you, that's one thing. But just leaving a not gonna lie about I almost knocked somebody out is not okay, okay? No hate, just saying. But thank you for the sweet note afterwards. I'm on holiday with my family, and I've just been in the room all day. They aren't talking to me like usual. I feel alone in my family. They make fun of me and make jokes about me without a care in the world. I hate families like this. This family is ignorant to the fact that you will be fully grown one day. They think you're going to be a helpless child for your entire life. And these are the kinds of kids that end up in like the Reddit stories that are like, you know, my dad sold me the entire company and didn't even know because I've been silently grinding and successful while he's been coddling his other children. That's where you're gonna be in a few years. But seriously, they are damaging you. I know, picking on your children is not a form of love. I will tell you what a healthy amount of that is. Because my dad's love language is slightly irritating people. And by that, it doesn't mean he's going to make jokes at my expense. He doesn't do that. He pokes me. And he'll just like... he'll like giggle and move something out of its place in front of me. That's the picking on that happens when they still love you. Like, that's how to have that as a love language, because it's not bullying. It's not done with ill intent. Gray, that is 100% true. And that's also punishing behavior that they want to see. Like, you want somebody to come out of their room, don't make them feel bad when they do. That's so counterproductive and weird. When next live with Quinn? Probably on her birthday. By the way, guys, if you have any further questions about how to send Quinn something for her birthday, please reach out. I have been responding diligently for weeks now, and I will continue to do so. I will not ghost you. I will make sure that you have the answers you need. Just please do not ask immediately after if we can be friends. Please do not. Please, please, please do not. We don't live together, no. I'm in Texas right... Oh, look, you can see the cut on my lip. I live in Texas at the moment, and she lives in Los Angeles. But soon, my friend, we will be together. You and me, boom, boom. If I look good, make a deal with God. And get to swap our places. Be running up the road. I called her Ellie? I thought the chatter called her Ellie. If I did, I was just speaking so that we could, so that they could understand what I meant, because they think her name is Ellie. Trust me, I don't confuse my girlfriend and Ellie. My mom does, but not me. The amount of convincing it took her to believe that Ellie Williams was not a real person. Because I would talk about her all the time, and I would, like, show her a picture, and she was like, that's... And I was like, this is a video game character, and she was like, that's not a real person? I was like, no. And then I showed her a picture of Quinn, and she was like, it is a real person, and I said, no, 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 no. It's Quinn. And she looked at me, and she said, Ellie. And I looked at her, and I said, Quinn. And she looked at me again and said, Ellie. And I said, that's Quinn. And she met Quinn, and it was fine. And then my mom was like, do you like her just because she looks like that character? I was like, no, that's why we met, but it's not why I like her. She was like, mm-hmm. My mom knew I had a crush on Quinn before I knew I had a crush on Quinn. Interestingly. She may not have known who Quinn was, but she knew that I liked her. I was talking to her about it, and if I show her a picture of Quinn, she knows that it's Quinn. But if I show her a picture of Ellie, she doesn't know whether it's Ellie or Quinn. It's kind of funny. To this day, like, we'll show her cosplay photos versus in-game photos, and she's like, wow, Quinn did this really well. And I was like, no, Mom, that's from the game. She's like, "Ah, I knew that wasn't you." I'm going out with my friends in an hour, and I'm so anxious. This happens every time. Does she also get fooled by AI every day? Yes, absolutely she does. She keeps sending me those videos of AI possums getting scared and flipping over and playing dead. And I said, Mom, that's AI. And she was like, no, it's not. How do you know? And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, this one's actually marked AI generated. But also, that's not what happens when possums play dead. She says that I took her joy by telling her that it was AI. And I was like, no, no, no. I just told you what's actually happening. No, no, no. You thought Ellie was real? I'm so sorry, Kenzie. I'm so sorry. No, I have to tell her. And I'm not even perfect about it, because you guys have to tell me sometimes. You know how old I feel? When I get a DM responding to something I've liked on Instagram, it's saying, this is AI. You know one of the most embarrassing times? Claire told me. Over we hadn't talked in weeks, and the DM I got was Tis AI, responding to a cat video that I reposted on TikTok. Not even just liked, reposted. Claire had to tell me. I don't know all the time. We will be together on her birthday. Can Quinn be on call? Quinn is at school. So no, she is busy. Which is why I'm on her lives, but she's not on mine. Is because I do mine during her school hours. Which is the only time I can guarantee she won't also be live, so it works out. She's getting smart. Who? University has been stressing me out so much. Symptoms are manifesting physically. I don't know what to do because the people around me don't understand my ADHD is making things harder. Even professors aren't kind about me not remembering things. Professors, when ADHD is actually when your disability is actually a disability instead of just being quirky. I'm so sorry. I've struggled with that too. You need to talk to the guidance counselors on campus. Surely there's at least one. They have to accommodate you. Like, they can't be like, you have ADHD, but I don't care. I know, when your disability is actually disabling the rest of the world. Gross. What I appreciate are people who are not ableist and do understand, like, some of my autistic tendencies. Because occasionally, okay, there are certain people, I usually understand sarcasm. I speak in sarcasm a lot. But there are certain people where I never know if they're being sarcastic. Or I sometimes don't know. And recently I was just in an argument with one of them, and I was like, this might be I was responding to it, and I was like, I don't know if this is sarcastic. And then I responded to it as if it was. But even during an argument, she was like, no, 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 that wasn't sarcastic, don't worry. Those are the types of good people we need. And I was like, thank you for taking a pause and not, like, roasting me further, even though we're upset with each other. That's kindness. Straight bit. Do you mask on stream? A lot of the time, yeah. I mean, it's hard not to when, you know, you've been doing it your whole life and then there's, like, 100 people watching you. Sometimes no. It's a lot harder if I'm really tired. You can usually see the switch. Quinn got really good at seeing it. Sometimes I just run out of energy to, like, put the emotions on my face that I feel, and so... Because I just, like... When I have full energy, sometimes it's almost second nature. Masking is like acting normal even though that's not what your brain is telling you to do. And so, or what is socially acceptable, even though your brain is telling you, like, we need to react in this way. Like, I've replaced a lot of those behaviors because, you know, I've been training to be a human being this whole time. But, like, when I'm tired, sometimes Quinn shows me her photo gallery and we go through her photos. And it's always late at night. And she looks for my reaction to every photo. And sometimes I can't do it, guys. So I say the words that I'm supposed to say, but my face is totally neutral. And I'll be like, she'll be like, this is about a taxi. Cute. And I look like that sounds passive aggressive and bad. But I completely mean it. It's just too much effort to put a smile on my face and wonder if it's real. And she understands that. Like, I don't just let her leave with that. I always tell her, like, hey, I'm too tired to react fully to this. I'm so sorry. How is Kim's dragon so tiny? They get bigger as you level up. Tomorrow's 100 days to celebrate. Just got diagnosed with chronic depression. I'm only 17 and I feel like my life is fucked up. It's not fucked up. A diagnosis is never a death sentence. It just confirms something. Okay? So nothing changes now that you've been diagnosed with it. You're still exactly the same person. You just have papers to show that somebody thought you were something. You are you. Your life is not fucked up. And now that you have it, you can be accommodated for it and find medications or the help and support that you need for that. Also, I didn't know you could be diagnosed with chronic depression before 21. I'll check out your stream. Oh. Sorry, Kenzie. Here, come back. Oh. My bad. Okay. She's not moving. No, not the Gronkle. Okay. If you want to ride, you can meet me at Burke, and I'll swap you out for Kenzie. I buy and want to tell my best friend, but she laughs when I say it as a joke, but she is so a sweet person. Just tell her. You gotta tell her. No, you don't have to, but depression can be invisible. It absolutely can. I didn't know you could be diagnosed with, like, personality things like that before 21. You're not supposed to be. A lot of mental health professionals are saying before 21 is always a toss-up. Kim, are you here? There you are. Kenzie, you want to give Kim a try? A chance? There we go. Kim, you have to press ride. No, Kim. On mine. Here. Let's walk over here. She named her dragon Snowflake. Kim is trying so hard. Here, I'll get off, and then you get on. Now I am the dragon. There's no ride button? Well, click this square on mine. Hang on, let me see if I can ride yours. Where's Snowflake? Kim, come over here. Everyone keeps crowding us. If you're not Kim, please don't stand on top of us. Stop it. I can ride your dragon. No, that's not what I wanted. Go away, John. No, Kim, don't get on John. We don't want John. No. There we go. Hi there. There we go. Okay. All by myself. I saw this lesbian couple the other day. They looked just like you and Quinn. It was in Prague, though. Well, was not us. Unfortunately. I haven't seen her in over a month, and I'm getting antsy and sad. Very sad. I'm gonna pour my thoughts, so feel free to give your opinion. In my class, there's this girl that hates me for no reason and has physically hurt me, and now made rumors to new students in my classroom like to avoid me and treat me like trash. And I don't let it get to me, but I'm doubting my personality now. You need to tell the teacher. This is no longer an issue between two friends. This is like you're actually getting bullied. You sincerely need to tell someone. An adult in your life needs to be notified. I feel so silly when I tell people the things I want to pursue when I get older, and I can't say who because I will give it away. But I'm so serious about my life goals, and yet I feel like nobody takes me seriously. Kids who have passions like that and actually show that they're willing to put in the work, those are the types of people that end up as prodigies. You are going to be a director. You are. People will start to take you seriously. Whatever. People will take you seriously. I already take you seriously. You're serious about it. You're not just, this isn't like some 5-year-old's dream. Like, you've been putting in the work for a long time. And you deserve it. And if you know anyone from here that ends up in the industry, you bet you're going to be the first person they call. Oh, great. My uncle is touchy and always teases me in weird ways. I've told him many times to stop. My mom is mad that I treat him indifferently, and I've always avoided him for her. Wait, this is the way he shows love, and it's part of his personality, and I end up being the bad daughter. Gross! Disgusting! Ew! Gross! You need to tell somebody other than your mom. You say, this is a boundary I need to set. You want me to set healthy boundaries. You need to tell the adults in your life more, and not your uncle. You are not a bad daughter. You are a victim. Oh my God. I know this isn't my problem, but one of my friends dates a new guy every week, and they do inappropriate things together every single time she gets into a relationship. And I don't know how to talk to her because it's actually not healthy. She's only 13!
you need to tell adults. Because there is absolutely nowhere in the world where that isn't illegal. It doesn't matter how old the other person is. That is illegal. You genuinely... Oh my god. Please tell anyone who will listen. That is not okay. Who... That kid is probably traumatized from an earlier time too, because I don't know of any 13-year-olds who were like... I mean, when I was 13, I definitely didn't know anybody who was already doing that. That's not okay. My anxiety is so bad. Like when I was younger, I had selective mutism, and I've been growing up worried too much now that I'm in high school, and it hasn't gotten much. Wait, has gotten so much worse. Like I didn't go to class because I was crying my eyes out because I had a sub and no seating plan, and I knew I would sit alone at the front. It sounds like you need a different schooling system. You genuinely have issues, and I would honestly recommend talking to your parents about either a hybrid or like online school. Because having any sort of unpredictability like that, like you need to adjust to the actual world rather than a school setting, because the school setting is honestly just torture. It doesn't teach you enough about the real world for you to be more prepared for that if you just like go through it. They won't let you be homeschooled. Okay. Talk to your guidance counselors about maybe getting accommodations or like guaranteeing like, you know, this is where you can sit every class. Doesn't matter. That's your spot. And they have to respect that. Lately, I've been so tired to the point where I cry every day, and every day I have to go to school, and I'd rather do anything but go to school, and usually I don't cry before school. I'm so sorry. That happened to me too. When I was with my first girlfriend, it was my sophomore year. I cried so often before going to school, but I went to school every day because I wanted to see her, but it was torture anyways, and you know, nobody else at that school treated me like a human being, and it was really hard, and I'm sorry, because it's hard to go to school when you're forced to be in rooms upon rooms of people who have everyone else but you. Everybody else has somebody, it seems like. I'm sorry. Does school suck everywhere? Yes. There's absolutely no amount of money you could pay me to redo high school. None. There's nothing. You kidding me? Jail still has recess. Like somebody could be like, I will give you $1 million, but you just have to go to high school again. No. No. I go back and forth with one in a relationship. I'm 15 for context. Yikes. I really like the idea of one, but I don't know how I would handle one after my first really shitty one. I was in your exact place when I was your age. Actually, no, I was a little bit older. Honestly, I think that you are a little young to be feeling like you need one. Sadly. Like, I feel sorry for you. And you need to be forming relationships with people, not with the idea of relationships. And to put... I'm sorry. Can't see. To just like give an example of that, imagine being on the other side of that. Like somebody who really wants a relationship. And so they ask you out. That's not about you. That's not about you at all. They just want a relationship. If you are placeholder girlfriend because they want a relationship, that's not cool. That's not fun. You don't want to feel like that. It needs to be because you met somebody and have a romantic interest in them. This girl in my friend group is always making rude comments to us for no reason. Like, we ask her to hang out, and she said, "Why would I hang out with you guys?" And now she's annoyed that we go hang out without her. It sounds like she caused all of those problems and should stop complaining. Tell her not to complain if she doesn't want to go. Like, tell her not to complain if she wants to go. Like, that's so... Who are you referring to? Me or somebody else? I know, I like being everyone's big sister. If that was about me. I don't know who you're talking about. And it's gonna be obvious, it's gonna be very sad. Okay. If you were just talking about somebody you knew or somebody in chat, that was gonna look like I had the biggest ego in the world. But no, I love being everyone's big sister. I wish I had a big sister. I only have a little sister, and she's the worst. She bites people. Little sisters having, like, anger issues needs to be studied. Well, thank you. I know, little sisters, they have the biggest attitude and get away with everything. No, my little sister was, "I hate you," and then slammed a door. And my mom was like, "We need to let her express herself." I was like, I remember slamming a door one time as a child on accident, and I heard the stomping of you running up the stairs and then swung open my door. "We do not slam doors in this house. Do you hear me?" And it was an accident, and I was actively crying already. I hadn't even had an attitude. And I was like, "Ugh." I know, I would have gotten every device taken away. I got hit with the wooden spoon as a kid. My little sister, nothing. The worst part was getting chased. I got chased with the wooden spoon. Even if I didn't get hit with it, that was so much worse because I was terrified. Yeah, I got spanked as a kid too. No, and I was so prideful as a kid. I was like, no, I remember one time getting spanked and I was like, that didn't even hurt. And I knew I had put myself in danger. And my dad looked at me and he was like, "Do you want it to?" And I was like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm gonna go now." It's illegal to hurt children physically. It is now. It is now. But I've had to be the one putting in the work now because I'm never gonna lay a hand on my kid. Obviously. And that cycle ending with me is like both a really good thing and also, why do I have to do it? I know. Do you need a smack on your bottom? I ran. I know. My mom started reading books about childhood emotional intelligence. Where was that when I was a kid? When I was a kid, I got... You're so lazy. When I was a kid, I got my device taken away for a whole summer because I got a C. No questions about why did you struggle so much. Of course you'll get there. Of course you'll see. I had a dream. I had a dream last night that I didn't have a baby, but that my mom had another baby, and I had a baby brother named John. And for some reason, Maddie Westbrook was at the birth. She was part of my family. And she was, yeah, and she was like patronizing me for being late. To the hospital. I'm just remembering this. I also had a dream. Yeah, only JSX. I also had a dream where there were deer outside, and I was so happy because I love deer, and I went out to feed the deer, and finally one of the deer let me cuddle him. And so I laid down, and the deer laid on top of me. But then when I looked down at the deer, it was actually just a deer with Charlie Kirk's head. And then I was disgusted. I was... It wasn't a good dream. No, and like the fur on the deer that I had mistaken for fur was just like the stubble of like a half-grown beard, and I was so upset. It was a nightmare. It was horrifying because his face genuinely terrifies me. Like, it freaks me out. I hate his face. Like, genuinely. It was so terrible. And it laid its head down on my chest, and I looked down, and it was like Charlie Kirk with his gums smiling back up at me. And I was like, what do I do? I hated it. Cockroaches. No, I freaked out and woke up. Like, it was so bad. Anyways, let's get back to the not gonna lie. My mom caused a lot of mental harm and left us in a really bad place. Now my family is pressuring me to forgive her and let her back in, but I don't feel safe or ready. How do you know when a second chance is a healthy choice versus just giving in to family pressure? Sorry, 1 second. I really need to check this email. This might be urgent. Hang on. I've already done that. Oh God. Okay. Sorry, it's about my new school. Need to submit an enrollment confirmation deposit. Okay. Maybe I could just do this really fast. I'm so sorry. Like, this is something that I need to do.
You know what? No, I'll do this in a minute.
I'll do it right after. Don't let me forget. A second chance is healthy when there's a possibility for a mutually beneficial relationship after the fact, and the damage can be undone. A second chance is not healthy if they're going to do the same thing twice. If you're not, and if you not being ready, you still being hurt, is a perfectly good reason that a second chance is not, you're not ready. Like, it's not time yet, you know? I'm sorry. Moms are also living for the first time, but they also need to recognize when they've made mistakes. And if this person has recognized the mistakes that they have made and, you know, are going to grow from them, then a second chance is a lot healthier than if they just want you to forgive and forget. Forgiving and forgetting does not equal second chance. Forgiving and forgetting means moving on with your life. Last week, I told you about my friend who is obsessed with her boyfriend. We had a big fight, and I still think she'll end our friendship over it. So I don't care about her, but every day I ask how she is, and she says she is fine, and doesn't talk to me, and I end up being the bad friend. I think she's the bad friend, and I think that honestly, you need to let her learn this lesson alone, because this is getting ridiculous. It is not your burden. She's choosing this, and this needs to not be something that's constantly affecting you. If she can't see that you are looking out for her, then she's not a good friend. I think I might be autistic. I'm actually nearly convinced. When I was 5, my parents tested me, but I have no idea how I tested negative, even though I showed many autistic traits, even as a kid. Well, 5-year-olds, you can't always tell. In America, you have so easy life. You know what? I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah. Okay. You might want to get tested again as an adult. There's no harm in doing it. And if you need to know for sure for that to be a part of your identity that you validate, go for it. What's your favorite character from The Last of Us Part 1 and 2, and do you like Resident Evil? I don't like Resident Evil as much. Last of Us tends to be the only zombie thing I like. My favorite character from The Last of Us Part 2 is Dina, honestly. Other than the basic answer of Ellie, it's Dina. And from Part 1, probably Ellie, but I also really like Riley, and there's another one. I miss Tess. Tess? Guys, next time Quinn streams The Sims, if I'm not there, you have to tell her that she's gotta add Sarah. My mom sold the guitar that my grandpa bought me. He died 4 years ago, and it was the only thing I had left of him. He was the sweetest person alive. I played the guitar when my parents weren't home because they make me play in front of guests and things like that, and get mad if I don't. No, I didn't take it as a personal attack. Are you taking my response as a personal attack? Why did she? I don't know why she would sell that. I'm so sorry. Especially without your permission. Like, that's so awful. See if you can contact that person and buy it back. Because that's so shitty. Do you think people can change? I think people change people. Girl means world reference, I know, but it's true. People change people. I think to a certain extent, yes, people change, but there are some things that people cannot change about themselves and about others. I mean, about themselves and about, like, well, yeah, about others. So it depends on what you're talking about. What have you just given me a recipe for? I like that it makes a noise now. Okay. Quinn's talked about some symptoms once, which happened to me before I got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. I sent that to her. I saw your DM and screenshotted it. She doesn't think she has it. But thank you for making a guess. Very appreciated. I love you and Quinn, but you don't like anyone. You are so mean. And I really don't know why aren't you with fans making some party. Quinn is so rude, bro. She definitely doesn't care about her fans. Yes, she definitely does. If you got banned in her stream, you can't just come into mine and be a sore loser about it. Also, the fact that I'm literally doing this, what about this? What about what I'm doing today and the fact that you can put in a message for me to respond to? What about that means that there's somebody outside my door? Obviously, I love you guys. Otherwise, I wouldn't do things like this. Yeah, show your face. Show your name if you're gonna hate. It's so stupid. Like, that's... Are you even watching? My mom, again, doesn't accept the fact that I suffer with a lot of self-hatred, and when I try to talk to her about it, she completely ignores me and says that I'm being dramatic. For her, I cannot have mental health problems because she is a great mother. You should tell her that no matter how great she is, mental health problems happen for people. If your kid has BPD, no, I'm not saying you do, but if your kid has BPD, you can be an amazing mother, and your kid is still gonna suffer. For you to have no problems, she would both have to be perfect and... Hi, how are you? I've been having a rough time, but still can't face IRL school, but I wanted to try something new. I'm attempting journaling. I just have to stay committed and make sure you eat something and drink water. Lord Buchanan from Kim. Aww. Kim, I'm happy for you. Journaling is such a good one. I totally recommend that to anybody struggling. No matter what I do, my dad keeps picking on me and not loving me. Not a loving way. He keeps sneaking up behind me and starts to annoy me. I tell him to stop, but he doesn't. My whole family laughs when he doesn't, and even though I am uncomfortable. Have you said the words, I am uncomfortable with this? Because sometimes dads need to hear, like, he knows his intentions, but you don't. And so either he needs to make that clear. It's so, like, he doesn't think there's a reason to be scared. My dad used to do that too. Where he knew his intentions were just to annoy me, but I didn't want to, like, be touched. I didn't want to be poked. And so he had to find other ways to annoy me and did very quickly. But still. Where's... Kim jumped off. You don't like driving dragons? Where's Kim? Kim fell. Somebody's hating again. This one just says Quinn is so mean. She doesn't deserve you. I'm just gonna, to respond to this, I'm gonna go in my texts. Let's see. Yesterday, 10:29 a.m. This is before I woke up, by the way, because I sleep in. I hope you have a nice day, babe. Heart, 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 heart. And then she said something that I can't read. It's not inappropriate, it's just personal. I love you. You need something to hold. And then throughout the day, just cute little messages. This morning, she asked if there were any drafts we like. She is not mean. And I want to know why you think that. That was just the most recent conversation, dude. Because we're on the phone more than we text by a lot. Quinn's not mean at all. I love Quinn's sweet little heart, too. Quinn is also neurodivergent, so some of the things she does might come across in a way that if you were in my situation, you'd take it differently. And that's okay, because you're not in a relationship with Quinn. But what you see online is not fully representative of our relationship. I'm sorry. You may be there along the ride. You may feel like you're a part of it because you were there for the proposal and you were there for our dates. And you are part of why we're able to see each other. All of you are. And that's great, and I'm grateful for you, and I love taking you guys along. But if you assume that what you see is all there is, that's when we have a problem. I agree with Gray. Forever glad I'm the sick child and not my sister, but damn, why me? That's so real, and I'm so sorry. You need to tell Quinn that, actually, because that's her experience 100%. I'm gonna go skate. Sorry, I have to leave stream. Have fun. Have fun skating. This person is just really determined. Why are you with Quinn when she is so mean? Because I love her and because she's not mean? Because you are just wrong? This is like, I don't even know what to say. Like, why are you hating? Do you want me? Is that why you're trying to, like, make Quinn sound bad in my head? Do you want Quinn? You want me to break up with Quinn by making her look bad so you can swoop in? Like, what was the plan? I don't know. I have depression because you ignoring me. You cannot blame me for your depression. I am sorry that you have depression, but I am not the cause of your depression. I know. No examples. Just Quinn is mean. No evidence. I know. She has the sweet heart. The sweetest heart I've ever seen. You know, when it was my birthday, she snuck up on me. I know, they're not gonna last today are insane. She snuck up on me. I was still asleep in my bed, and she got a bunch of candy in my presence and snuck up on me while I was still asleep and, like, put them all over me in the bed and jumped on me. Somebody that cute cannot be accused of being mean. Sorry. She also beat my ass at this game, which she started playing because she loves me. She also helped style me, which I'm not wearing right now because I'm in pajamas, but she went to Goodwill and shopped for outfits for me and sent them all to me. Just in her free time. There was no occasion. She paints me too. My dad married my stepmom, and she is super mean and has changed my dad, and my dad was cheating on my mom. Oh, God. Cheating on my mom while they were married every time, and I was at her house for a sleepover with a friend and wanted to leak my dad and stepmom. Please help, they're mean. Why didn't your mom get custody? Like, genuinely, why didn't your mom get any custody? You need to tell your mom. She seems like she's the only non-problematic person here. I'm wondering if I like girls. Ever since I hit puberty, I've been thinking about what it would be like to date a girl. Yeah, you probably gay. I'm 16 and everyone my age has already dated, but I've never had a crush or feelings for anyone. Oh boy. I think about it like a lot, but I'm never able to imagine her face. I don't have anybody I can talk with. I would just like to point out that it's been since you hit puberty. Look, you're still a kid. Your sexuality is subject to change. And you don't need to define it right now. That's weird. Like, honestly, go unlabeled for a long time. Like who you like. You don't have to imagine her face. But if you meet somebody and you like them, go out with them. My uncle passed away nearly a year ago. He was a massive part of my life. It feels like everyone is moving on from his death, but I can't move on. I miss him so much and I wish he was still here. I relate to you a lot. Every year when we go up to Alaska, we built cabins up there, and there's one cabin that belonged to my aunt who passed away 2 years ago now, but it still feels fresh because I would only see her during the summer months of the year, and she passed away from a cancer that only affects, or not only, but the two things that make it worse are if you're Native American or if you drink, and she was both of those things. So, she passed away from it quite quickly, and I didn't get to say goodbye. And every year, I go up there still, and there's just a cabin with nobody in it. And there's a giant blueberry patch next to the cabin that every year she'd pick gallons and gallons of blueberries in. But now she doesn't. And I do. Because every year, a little part of her grows back. Because she planted all of them. They were wild, but she brought them all to one space right outside her house. And they grow back every year. And there's a new batch of blueberries. And so, with those little ways, it's like she's still here. Because there's something still alive that remembers her. And that thing can be you. And that thing can be a plant. And that, you gotta look for the things that still exist around that person. They had an impact with their life, I'm sure. Your uncle was a full person, and there are definitely people that still remember him. What do I study in uni? Communications. Bro is still at it. Don't you think that it's really bad from Quinn as a cosplayer don't meet with her fans? She does meet with her fans. You're just wrong. She meets with her fans a lot. First of all, she does interact with you guys on Twitch, but also, we go to cons whenever we can. She's also 17. Stop expecting a 17-year-old to act like a full career cosplayer. Weirdo. Fucking. Yeah, a lot of us have met her. My friend hates my other friend, but she has a reason. She has a reason, but it's hell to be both their friends. What do I do? Ooh, I don't know. I mean, it depends on what the reason is. You might have to pick sides, depending on who's valid. I told him I was uncomfortable and to stop, but he still does it, and he knows why. I don't like it from a bad friendship. But but he does it anyway. That's just disrespect, and I think you need to tell other adults in your life to talk to him about it. Because that's awful, and I'm sorry. My parents always guilt trip me when I tell them I feel like I have depression. I think you need to honestly just tell them that you do. Like, or tell them that they're not helping. If they say it's because they're a horrible parent, say, why don't you actually look into that instead of telling me that's why? I must be the worst mother then. Do you actually think that? Like, actually take them seriously. The best thing that I have done with arguments like that is... Oh, of course we hugged you. We hug most people we meet. We need to stop. But I know, Layla was super sweet, and she brought us snacks. And then she bought one of Claire's paintings. It was awesome. Anyways, the best thing that I've done with those kind of arguments is taking their sarcasm literally on purpose. They took you to Ashley Johnson. Yeah, we did. Wait. Oh, I remember this whole interaction. And then Layla gave me a fan because I was dying. Layla's awesome. Right, take their sarcasm seriously. You must think I'm the worst parent. Do you really think I think that? I guess I'm just the worst mother ever. Well, if I have terrible chronic depression, maybe you should look into that. My English workbook was a question. Who do you admire? And I said your name, if that's okay, because I like your thinking about everything and how you handle things, because you are sweet and kind, because you see some good in other people again. Thank you so much for that, Manu. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Manu. Wee. Okay. He's still at it. She definitely don't deserve you because you are everything she isn't. Kind, charismatic. Who are you? I know the amount of incel chuds we've had recently is insane. Leave my girlfriend alone. Maybe I'm mean too, because I'll screenshot this and send it to her. I know, definitely some 13-year-old boy. Which one of us do you want? I think you just need to come out and say it. It's okay. Giving insults. I know, but I'm entertained. I'm like, this is funny. Because I know the truth. This is hilarious. It's obviously great. My eating disorder was getting better, but my dad made a comment I was gaining weight, and my mom made me step on the scale, and now everything is worse. Okay, I say this to everyone who comes to me with an eating disorder question. You need to make sure that you're getting the right kinds of food and enough of them. So, things like if your body won't gain bad weight, and Quinn just posted on Insta, well, go hype it up. Has the stream crashed? The stream better not have crashed. You have to get the right kinds of food. Your body won't gain bad weight. You probably won't gain any weight unless you're underweight, in which case you will get to a healthy weight. You won't do anything but gain, like, healthy looking weight and muscle if you're eating correctly. That's it. Your body will look more like you want it to if you are eating correctly. Eating nothing but a cookie will be the worst thing you can do. And you will just feel worse about yourself. So this girl in my town, Kay. Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't know the exclamation mark was the letter I. I'm so sorry. You have every right to be shaken up by that. This person has revealed, I love you much more than Quinn ever would. There we go. That's why. We figured it out, guys. You're wrong, by the way. Oh no! It just keeps going. You look so Mediterranean, Italian, Algerian. I think I thought I had a little Italian. There is a small amount of Italian. We thought that we were, like, almost completely Italian because when my mom was adopted, they wrote on paper what they were and just lied. So they thought my mom was completely Italian. She's not. I know. Do you think I suddenly want you? Not gonna lie, user. It's a man! It's a man! Why are you with Quinn? You have broken millions of boys' hearts. I hate to break it to you, but I'm a lesbian. No. Oh, I'm screenshotting this. I'm sorry. I know I'm giving them a platform, but I'm just entertained. I can't, I'm eating this up. I'm entertained. I was ready for some drama today. I'm a full-blooded lesbian. And I'm an adult, so I can say that you can't even tell me I'm a confused kid. Yeah, I'll send the screenshot in the chat. I'm the one who sent the thing about the dad. They're divorced, but now they both have custody, and my mom knows what happens, and I love my mom. She's all I had during that, except my grandma who passed away a year ago. But I've been trying to stay with my mom, but my dad keeps making my mom feel like shit. Ugh. I hate your dad. I have beef with an anonymous person's dad. Is there anyone? Find somebody they both respect and have them mediate. There's gotta be somebody. Some family member that they both know and respect. Off topic, but how are you doing today, and how are you feeling, and how excited are you for Quinn's birthday? I am so excited for Quinn's birthday, and I'm doing a lot better than I was yesterday. Thank you for asking. I am beyond excited. Guys, do you want to see one of the gifts that I got her? And it's okay, because I literally got her so many that even if you ruin this, I'll be fine. Okay. Hang on. Okay, I'll show you a very small one.
Actually, I'll show you two, because she already knows about one of them. Okay. A lot of them haven't arrived yet. Okay. First of all, I got her this little murder mystery type thing. This is going to be a date we're going to have. It's like an escape room in a bag. It's called The Kiss of Death, The Missing Truth. And it comes with a bunch of evidence, and it's going to take 1 to 2 hours. And we can like just have like a charcuterie board or something. I'll make her a charcuterie board, and we can find the killer. And then I also got Poppin' Cookin' Sushi, because her favorite food ever is sushi, and I figured we could make fake sushi together. But that's just 2 out of many, many, many. I want a bite of my yogurt. I don't know if you're familiar with the artist curse, but it's where if an artist draws or paints ones they love, they will drift away. Why would you tell me that? Why would you say that to somebody? That's not the end of this. I'm just sad that I know that now. Every time I've painted somebody, they have left. I'm so scared to draw my best friend, but she's genuinely my muse. I know it probably seems silly. I think that that's fake. And I think they would have drifted away already. It's just that you paint people who are important to you. And so those people stay in your paintings, and you're like, all of them left. It's coincidence. Don't worry. I hope your relationship crush. What does this mean? We were on a birthday party. My friend got drunk, and she started crying and apologizing and telling me her father abusing her. I held her and comforted her. I couldn't sleep all night, and I'm really worried and scared for her. I don't know what to do. Her other BFF told me she'd be okay. You need to call the police. I'm sorry, but if this is somebody who is under 18, you need to tell the police that there has been abuse, even if she regrets telling you. I would much rather my friend be mad at me, and this has come up recently. I would much rather my friend be mad at me for calling the police to tell them something that was wrong than for this friend to never get a chance at justice. Okay? And this, not gonna lie, they're really rude today. There's always some rude ones. I usually just skip them. I was bored today. It's okay. It's not taking a toll on me. I know the truth, and I know that they're wrong, and it's a man. So. You really don't know everything about her. Sorry, but you're really better than this. Put that mask off. Okay, first of all, yes, I do, because she's my girlfriend and I spend more time with her than anybody. I really do know her, especially a lot better than you know her, random user. What does this mean today? Who? Is this somebody we know? Is there somebody? Is one of you fucking with me? Like, genuinely? Is this Quinn fucking with me? Are you fucking with me in the not gonna lie, or is there actually a weirdo? She would do this. She would. No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't do that. Wait.
I don't know, I forgot what all of them were. She would leave that one. She is really funny, so sometimes I don't know. If it's Quinn, I'm gonna laugh so hard. There's a reason I think it might be her. She is clever. Quinn's style, this is not. Is it you? It would be a first for Quinn, but she is funny, so it's not off the table. My little sister always says she's okay, but I can see her wrists. Please tell somebody. No, it's not you. Please tell somebody. Children should not be going through this alone. Hi, so I wanted to change my username. Any ideas? My name is Dina, if it helps. It's not Quinn, is it you? Alright, if your name is Dina, you need to be like, my name is really Dina. Or you could be like, not Dina. Dinosaur! That's actually so cute. You're really blind in that argue with you, personally, instead of being a coward. I'm not blind. I've known her for well over a year. Why do you think you know more than me? Oh. Wait is. Calm down. Sometimes the good ones get taken. I know. These people who have never actually met Quinn think they know her just based on what they've seen on stream. Maybe. You guys have no idea how much isn't seen because it's all on stream what you see. I know. Next trip or fundraising so that I can have a trip to find where the men find the audacity. Jesus. Yeah, and there's a lot of men who don't feel that it's their place to subject me to this. But there's always one. A boy at my school touched me inappropriately and the school did nothing. Get your parents involved immediately. Immediately. Angry parents change school rules. I know I should keep myself anonymous, but I'm still the person about my dad. My user is Spider, and I just want to talk to somebody because I need to get this all off my chest. And I subbed using my dad's money to make him mad. Please stop stealing your parents' money to subscribe to me. When your parents inevitably refund that, I'm the one who has to pay for it. Please don't do that. Wonky, no. Please stop stealing money. You just could be more with your fans. Who is this kid? ... too. I know, it's implying, I feel like it's implying a romantic relationship. They just keep going. Kaylin, I have switched walls finally, but it's cold. Can I have a blanket and food? You can take from my fridge once a day, and you can have my old blanket. Get burped on, incels. I hate the fact that I need to rely on medicine to stay alive. I also hate the fact that I keep forgetting them. I'm so sorry, and I relate to you. I'm so sorry. When you get older, it becomes easier to get off of them. I haven't taken my ADHD medication since I started this school year. Or at least not really. When you're an adult and you have more control over your life anyways, it's a lot easier. I really want a girlfriend, but I'm scared. They say masks are evil, but I'm not. I'm scared of being left because I'm insanely loyal. I just want love and I don't know how to get a girlfriend. Masks aren't evil. I consider myself pretty masculine, and I'm not evil. Not even the haters think I'm evil. Apparently. But, you will find that. It is out there. You just have to be picky. You know how picky I was? I was from nowhere, Texas, and pulled Quinn. That's how picky I was. Oh yeah, I'm very evil. Please be picky. If you know you're a good partner, be picky. Find somebody to be loyal to that will pay off. And you will know. You will know if you're chasing somebody just because they're pretty or just because you feel like that's your only option. You will know. Don't settle. No, I don't consider myself butch. Mostly because I don't understand the term. I just want you so badly. ... I would give you everything you want. This is Quinn. Is this Quinn? No, it's not Quinn. She just said no. She wouldn't lie to me. Shoot. I just don't normally get this kind of not gonna lie, so I thought it was somebody pranking. Also, Jade, if you're listening, she's gonna send taxi pictures soon, but I didn't tell her that it was from you. You're so sweet for doing this, listening and giving his advice on your problems, but how are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. I got an ego boost just a moment ago from rejecting a man. I'm doing great. I have a wonderful, loving girlfriend. I'm not super anxious about anything at the moment. It's a much better day than yesterday. There's a future plan for my girlfriend's birthday, so I know when I'm gonna see her next. I got accepted into my school. It's a good life. I'm living a good life right now. I'm A-okay. And I have the medication that I need. Except the insomnia one. That one is not working anymore. But, you know. You thinking of Quinn is making me think of a funny story. When my sister was dating her now husband, she started a Feet Finder account. Oh, God. I don't like the classification femme or masc either. I know that I use it, but I use it because of you guys, not because that I would say that. Like, if I said femme or masc in real life, I would be so ashamed. Anyways. Now husband started a Feet Finder account and was sad no one bought her feet pics. One day, this guy started messaging her and buying all her pics. Then her boyfriend sent a selfie of himself in their chat. LOL. That's actually really funny. It was him. How did you and Quinn meet? I was once but a lowly chatter like yourselves. And then she told me to DM her after stream one time. And I did, and we realized we had a lot in common. And so we started talking, and we were best friends for many months. Until someone caught feelings. Ruined everything. Just kidding, I did too. Guys, please don't do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Sorry, but I have depression because of you and Quinn. I love you more than any of your fans. You just fuck on me. So, as Quinn, I am really broken. I didn't mean to actually hurt your feelings. I thought it was a pretty parasocial what you were saying. I don't mean to actually hurt you. And I am not responsible for your depression, because I am just some person that you don't know. I do not know you. But I'm sorry that your life is empty to the point where you need this. I'm an adult and they are not mental health pills, though. Guess I wait to get adulter. Oh! You're on medication for actual physical. All the lectures, and now he needs help with a client. I'm really nervous because I don't want to disappoint him. He is the best older brother. He wouldn't give you a task he didn't know for sure you could do. You could wait. Wow. I was right the first time. He wouldn't give you a task he wasn't sure you could handle. Know that and do your best. Last time I came and did this, I was almost at rock bottom, but now I'm doing slightly okay and doing better. I'm glad. Happy for you. Is it just me, but I kind of don't get why people get in a relationship if they know they're going to cheat. I don't think anybody does. I don't think anybody gets in a relationship with the intention of cheating. Or if they do, that's weird. Like, that's not normal. Really? I've never seen that. Who are these people? Stop. About the lectures. When my mother found out, she kept pushing me to watch all of them, and I lost motivation when she talked and said, you'll watch lectures whether you like it or not. Now I hate it. Some people don't know how to teach or parent. More ARC streams coming? For sure. I can't help but worry about all I say. I'm afraid to make people feel bad. I want to be nonchalant so bad. I did too. Give up. It's a lost cause. If you're not nonchalant, Also, you don't want to date somebody who expects you to be nonchalant if you are not nonchalant. Wise words with Kaylin. Being nonchalant is cringe. I could never. Like, genuinely, if Quinn was nonchalant any of the time, I would feel awful about myself all the time and I would hate the relationship. Like, gross. I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm in fact not a moderately sized, small-sized female of the human species. In reality, I'm actually Godzilla, and I care not for mere mortal grievances. This is one of my mods. Oh my god. It's not your fault, but my emotions for you and Quinn are real. I just need to see you so badly, and I really love you too, and I'm just desperate. I never like anybody as you and Quinn. Please, I need to see you or text you or something. Please. I have some money I can give you. You need help. You need therapy. like, I feel bad because the only time I was parasocial, it worked out well for me. So I'm having a hard time giving like move on advice because I didn't have to. Um, no, when I am rich, you're getting therapy, you're getting therapy, you're getting therapy, and you are getting double therapy. Everyone is healing. Can you get a lightsaber? No, you're the one who gets double therapy. Hi, Kaylin. I'm so happy you and Quinn decided to start streaming. You both give me so much serotonin, if that makes sense. I think that's the right hormone, yeah. You both are neurotransmitter, yeah. Thank you both for being here for the community. Once again, thank you so much for making me happy this week and stay strong. You say strong. No, Kenzie, you can't have a private mansion. Therapy is free where you live. In Nevada? Chat, we might be moving to Nevada. Can you have better walls? Fuck no. Mom keeps asking about my love life. I don't even have one though. I'm 17. She thinks I'm lying. Mom's like, this suck. They're like, come on, I was a teenager too once. What about your love life? And now you feel like you have to have one. I think you have told me about this before. Yes, you have. I remember being jealous. Can I buy you a pony? No. You can just get therapy. How do I tell my friends I really miss my dead best friend? Because when I told one, they said I lied and he wasn't even my friend. What the hell? Dear Evan Hansen Corps? I'm so sorry. I believe you that you miss your friend. And if there is an afterlife, your friend misses you too. Please, I am sorry. I just really need you, please. I promise I am totally normal. I just love you. I am sorry for it. The reason I said that you need help is because it's the thing that isn't normal is the fact that you haven't gotten anything and are still so set on us, right? So like we've never responded to you before right now, but you still view it as a possible relationship, even though I have never reacted to you personally. You've never seen me interact with you personally. And that is what the indicator is that this is more parasocial than you actually feeling those things, you know? I love these streams. They help me focus on my film studies. Thank you for the epic streams. Your favorite mod, Gray. Aw, thank you, Gray. I'm paying for your therapy after today, is not gonna lie. Deal. I should go though. I have to get ready for my my other aunt's birthday party. It's at 6 and I need to drive an hour to get there. I do love you guys. We're gonna call it there. This was a fun one. I did enjoy this. Oh, I will see you all soon. Oh, oh, and we're stuck. Okay. There we go. Mwah. I wish everyone a good week. I hope you're doing okay. I love you all.